NUC NFL Draft Bible here with the Southern Illinois Salukis quarterback, or now former Southern Illinois Salukis quarterback, Mark Iannotti. And Mark, I guess what goes through your mind when you hear that? I mean, now that your collegiate career is finally over, now you're giving it a shot at the professional level. I mean, is it almost surreal that you're here at this point at the Northwestern Pro Day?
A little bit, and once we stepped into the indoor here, and all the scouts, and as we're warming up, it kind of comes full circle that this is what we've been training for our whole lives, and specifically the past 2 months. With all our speed training and throwing, just doing everything we can do, give ourselves a shot at the next level. And yeah, it's been an awesome experience, and it's been a pleasure to be a part of it.
And give us a little bit more detail as to where you're training at, who you're training with, and some things that you're working on throughout this draft process of yours.
My process was a little different because I wanted to stay local, so I came up here and just lived at home, so I didn't have any moving expenses or anything, so I didn't have any rent to pay. So I trained at Deep Impact Performance Training with my speed trainer Olin McGee. I was doing that 3 times a week, and then 6 days a week in the morning I was throwing with Jeff Christensen and Preston Earl with Throw It Deep. So just the combination of both of those, and for quarterback specifically, we focused a lot more on throwing mechanics and footwork in the pocket and stuff. So that was really the biggest impact of my training.
And coming here to the Northwestern Pro Day, as a quarterback, I mean, is it tough at all throwing to these receivers you just met 45 minutes ago? I mean, is it a little I don't know, not weird, but does it kind of throw you off a little bit at first?
It does at first, but as part of our training, Jeff did a good job of just kind of sinking into our heads that as quarterbacks, you can't go to these things and want to be perfect and put the ball on every receiver. So a lot of our training was throwing to spots, and if the receiver doesn't get there, he doesn't get there. We're going to do our job, and he did a good job of coaching us for that. And I feel like we did a good job just relaxing, not trying to be perfect. Played our game, threw our balls, and did a good job.
And what was some of the feedback you got today? First off, how do you feel you performed today? I mean, are you satisfied with your performance here?
Yeah, and especially just for training for the past 2 months for this day, leading up to it, all the nerves kind of settled in, and at the end of the day, I believe that I left everything on the field. I did my best, so I'm satisfied. I'm happy with that, and we'll see what happens from here.
And what do you feel separates you from all the other quarterbacks that are not only here today but in the 2016 draft class?
I think the one thing that separates me is all the intangibles that you can't coach. Being coachable, having a big liking for learning, the ability to process information. Graduating college, I had a 3.89 GPA, so my study habits, my preparation, and all the stuff you can't coach really separates me apart from the other guys.
And final question, obviously Southern Illinois, they're going through a coaching change. I got to ask you, what was your reaction when you found out that your head coach, of course, was let go, and then how do you feel about Nick Hill taking over?
Well, you never want to see a coach get fired, and I went through it at Eastern Michigan as well, so I kind of knew how to handle it. You feel bad for him and his family, but the grand scheme of things, I feel like Southern did need a change, and with Nick Hill being my quarterback coach, and the relationship that him and I have, there's no better person for the job. He's already making steps and changing the culture of not only the program but the community down there, and he's the right man for the job, and expect Southern Illinois to do some big things this year.
He's Mark Iannotti, the quarterback out of Southern Illinois University, here at the Northwestern Pro Day, for NUC NFLDraftBible.com.